It's funny to think he's gone. We did so many things together, had so many shared interests. We were both mad about space, you see. I suppose it was all that time underground. We were always wanting to see the stars. I remember we even tried to watch the moon landings through his brass refractor telescope. Of course, we never saw anything. It's always so cloudy in Wales, you see. It was lucky we'd got the old black and white telly outside in the garden, so we didn't miss anything. He'd always wanted to go up there, to space, like in a rocket. I mean, even on his deathbed, he said,
"One day, I'll get up there."
A dying man's wish. So, with the help of friends from the South Wales Interplanetary Exploration Association, we set to work. Not everyone was keen at first, though. Mrs. Jones, from the corner, thought we should just scatter him in the graveyard, like we did her Jack. And some people even thought it'd be impossible. But they forgot that we had the advantage of modern computing technology. Pretty soon, everyone got behind us. The church held a special collection, and people donated all sorts of things to help out. Mrs. Jenkins from the bakery lent us an aluminium baking tray to use as a heat shield. The local museum even lent us a V2 rocket engine from the war. That came in very useful. At last, it was ready. All we needed now was an astronaut. Of course, the Americans tested their rocket with a chimpanzee. But we didn't have a chimpanzee, so we decided we'd have to use my nephew, Maxwell, instead. Off you go, Maxwell.
2, 1.
All right, fire her up. Look at her go. The mission went off perfectly. He finally came down after managing 2 orbits, and the baking tray stood up perfectly to re-entry after all. It was only once he'd landed that we realized Maxwell had forgotten to tip out old Brian's ashes. Well, I can't say we were too pleased, especially after all the trouble. But I suppose Brian had had his wish to be the first Welshman in space. So we scattered him on the graveyard just like we'd done old Jack. He'd have liked that.